Bam! What's good, everybody? What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to Real Talk Reviews. Real talk, no bullshit. This is your boy Kevin Kev doing a damn thing, bringing you my new video blog slash video game review show. uh, You know about games and some of the new stuff that's getting ready to come out. Some stuff that I'm very excited about, and I'm sure that you guys out there are too. Now, first thing I need to get out the way is I love June. June is coming up. I love June for three reasons. Actually, four reasons. Number one, summertime. It's getting warm outside. I live in a state where it's like super cold all the damn time, snow and shit. Summer come, I embrace it. I love it. Two, you got the NBA Finals. Go Miami. Number three, you got my birthday. My birthday's in June. If it wasn't for that day, I wouldn't be here. So I love it. And finally, last but not least, number four, we got the E3 trade show coming up. The E3 video game show, man, where they electronic show, I should say, where they all the companies come out with their new games, new systems, new electronics, whatever. I love watching that shit on TV. I've never actually been to one, but I love seeing it. This year, it's going to be really, 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 really good because we got the Xbox One and the PS4 that's coming out, and E3 show is when they're going to show their stuff. So far, we've seen a couple of press conferences on the new systems, and neither side has really shown a whole lot of worth or anything. I mean, Sony came out with this first. They didn't really show the system. They showed the controller, but they did show some games. Killzone looked pretty good. Infamous Second Son looked pretty good. That one role playing game, Deep Down, Capcom. Capcom is always on top of everything, except for they've been kind of slipping with the Resident Evils lately, but Capcom still makes some pretty good games. But you know that stuff looks pretty good. Although to be honest with you, a lot of it looks too good. I mean, we all know you've seen screenshots and early gameplay footage of things that's supposed to be coming out, and then when you actually get the real game, it ain't nothing like that. I'm talking about you, Alien, Colonel Marines, whatever the hell that game was. That shit was Widak. Widak. It was boot hay. But, you know, we'll see. Microsoft came out with their press conference not that long ago, and that one was all right. They actually showed the console. They showed what it can do. I dig the whole motion, well, when you zoom the screen and pinch it, I mean, that's kind of cool. But they didn't really show much of the way games, and everything's kind of up in the air about it, especially with the whole used game dilemma. Whether can they play used games, can they not play used games? Do you have to pay extra to pay them to play them? All that kind of stuff is confusing to people, man. And I think they're going to end up losing a lot of people because of that. Also, I'm not really digging the whole idea that it has to have the Connect, has to be hooked up with it from day one. All the time. It has in order for the whole damn thing to work. I ain't really feeling that a whole lot. I got to connect here for my 360, man. That's all right, but played it for about a month, couple of months, man. When Dance Central came out, getting my boogie on, but then I just, you know, went by the wayside. So anyway, like I said, we'll talk about that stuff as more information comes out. When I know it, you'll know it. Whatever. Subscribe. Keep in touch with it. Keep in touch with the show, man. It's gonna be a good time. So anyway, outside of that, one thing that I did want to do, since we do have the new systems coming out, man. Like I said, we got the Xbox One, got the PS4, and then you even got the Wii U. Even though I'm not a big fan of Nintendo and the Wii U, I bought one, had the machine for about 3 months, wasn't feeling it, got rid of it. But I still keep up on it, see what's new coming out. You never know. They might, they're gonna have a lot of good stuff at the E3 show as well. They're gonna come out with Zelda, Mario Kart, and whatever else that they usually have. Donkey Kong's, Metroid maybe. So talk about that as it comes out too. Um, but what I was getting with that is with the new stuff coming out, man. I figured this would be a good time to revisit some of the older games for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, to me, that defined this console generation. You know, there's a few games out there, man, you know, that in my mind just, you know, when I remember when I first saw them, it blew me away. Blew me away. And those are games that define what could be considered next generation. You know what I'm saying? We're at that time anyway. You know, keep in mind when Xbox first came, my Xbox 360 came out first. When it first came out, a lot of the games that came out for were on the original Xbox. They didn't look a whole lot different, but then there were a few that came out that was really dope. That really pushed the envelope and showed what that system can do and really ushered in the next generation. So we'll take a look at that stuff, man. I get some screenshots, you know, I get all that stuff going, man. It's gonna be dope. So just stay, you know, this is episode 1. You know, we do some reviews, like I said. And also, we're gonna do some reviews of some current games. And some of these games been out for a while. You played them, but these are just what my favorites, and you can get my take on them. Got games like Injustice, Gods Among Us, man. This shit is off the hook. My favorite game last 5 or 6 months that I play on a daily basis, NBA 2K13. I play this joint every day, at least twice a day. Kev is the one. Online, Xbox, my gaming tag, get at me. Gears of War Judgment, pretty damn good, man. It's, you know, if you dig the Gears series, man, this one is not a whole lot different than the other ones, man. But its graphics are good. They did change up some of the multiplayer aspects of it. That's pretty hot. Good game. Last but not least, and this, like I said, there'll be more after this, but this is another good one that I think people are going to sleep on because it's a remake of a game that wasn't that good. But this version is tight, though. Excuse me. This is Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge. This is the version. This is what I originally bought the Wii U for. Was for this game right here. But even the Wii U version was whack. I mean, not whack. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't whack. It was actually pretty decent, but the graphics were just horrible on it, man. It was just real dark. I got a nice 60-inch TV, man. I'm constantly turning up the brightness, trying to see the surroundings and whatnot, man. It just was like, dude, I can't see nothing, you know. So then they put this out on Xbox, Play 360, and PlayStation 3. Downloaded the demo, checked it out, and they fixed everything that I always thought that was wrong with the Wii U version. That was it. There was no reason for me to keep the Wii U past that. So, dope game. We're going to talk about this joints too and some other stuff. So stay with me. Stay tuned. It's going to be a good time. Episode 2 coming up real soon. It's going to be dope. Peace.